So today we're using Houchkrow. Pretty basic set here. I've got Life Orb, Brave Bird, Roost, Sucker Punch. I don't remember what the last move is. I think it was Heat Wave. I'm not entirely sure. But it's a Moxie set. To accompany, I didn't really bring on anything too fantastic. I do have a Zygarde Dog just to sort of come out and use 1,000 arrows, because 1,000 hours is always fun. I don't really spend a lot of time in RU, so I don't really get to use a lot of these Pokemon. I do have Galvantula, who just, throws out sticky webs. That is the name of the move, right? Sticky webs, and slows down my opponents, because Houchkrow is not exactly too fast. I do like using Galvantula because it does have Compound Eyes, so I get to use Thunder with it, which is pretty cool. And then to accompany that, I also have Donphan to spin out rocks with Rapid Spin, because Donphan has Rapid Spin, obviously. And also it helps out Houchkrow, because obviously Stealth Rocks would destroy Houchkrow, but also it's a ground type, so it can take electric type attacks. I have Quagsire just because I really like using Quagsire, even though he kind of fills out that second part that I did about taking out electric type attacks. It also does help that, if anything, Houchkrow can take down grass types, so Quagsire can come in, but it's not like Quagsire sweeps or anything like that. And then finally, I have a Cloyster in my pocket, which just shell smashes and does its thing. Opponent has a pretty weird team. I've got the Decidueye, Flygon, Registeel, Jolteon, Mega Blastoise, as you'll find out, and a Necrozma. So I'm not entirely sure what he was going for here. Pretty much just threw on together a bunch of Pokemon, I guess, that he really likes. But in any case, I started with my Galvantula here so I can throw my sticky webs. He starts out with his Registeel. Go out, throw out sticky webs to get hit with Stealth Rocks, which isn't too great. So I go for the Volt Switch, which does really no damage to the Registeel. So I go out here into my Donphan to see if I can get rid of these rocks. He actually goes for the Explosion, which is hilarious because it does no damage to Donphan. After that, he goes into the Decidueye, so unfortunately I can't use my Rapid Spin, so I go for a Knockoff, do a lot of damage, knock off the Choice Band, which makes it so this does no damage to that Brave Bird, and it also hits stuff with the recoil. So after an Ice Shard, I managed to finish off the Decidueye. So afterwards, my opponent goes into the Necrozma. I immediately go into the Rapid Spin, knowing that I'm actually faster than this thing, which is funny because it actually goes for Optimize, which kind of sucks. It goes for another Optimize, which makes him pretty fast at this point. I decided to just go for a knockoff because it is a psychic type. It manages to knock off its item. It's actually a weakness policy, so it manages to kick off his weakness policy and then gives him a crazy boost for the stored power. But thankfully, Houchkrow here has Sucker Punch, and I managed to knock this thing out really easily and get the Moxie boost, so my attack goes up. So plus with the Life Orb, that's a lot of damage. So much that it's enough to take down this Jolteon in one hit, give me another Moxie boost. Thankfully, Sucker Punch is a priority move, so I managed to take that out. He actually goes here, Mega Evolves into Mega Blastoise, but it doesn't matter because I go with Brave Bird, completely annihilate this Blastoise, which is crazy because Blastoise is pretty bulky. And then my opponent forfeits. Stay fresh.